guys, how are we doing? Spurs Live here. We are back with a new YouTube video, new YouTube live video. I'm trying to still work out how to wear this, but whatever, we'll just wear it like this. Just so why do I even have this speaker? No, whatever. You guys can get the best quality speaker. Oh, wait, we actually don't need this. What am I even doing? Sorry, lads, we don't even need this. So yes, guys, how are we all doing? How are we all doing on this fun day? Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Big match. So I'm just gonna be looking over there because my screen's there. But yeah. So we have a lot to talk about. Such as just a match preview on how Tottenham Hotspur will approach the game versus Everton. Everton are coming off a decent draw to Chelsea. We're talking 2-2. And sorry, I'm just checking right now. That was their last game. Chelsea versus Everton was their last match. Yep, and they drew 2-2 with both Doucouré and Sims scoring goals for Everton. Now we're just going to wait for Gary from Spurs News N17 to join us, and we'll be on our way to talk about the Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton match, a match where Tottenham Hotspur have to get the win, and this can define our season whether we get top four or not. And as everyone knows, the league table currently is very 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 tight. We're talking about a couple points defining top four. Obviously, Man United have a game in hand alongside Newcastle have a game in hand. Well, after today's game, they'll have two games in hand. But Tottenham Hotspur sitting 1 point behind Man United and Newcastle in top four. And if we do win today, we will go third ahead of Newcastle. But they do get two games in hand, both Man United and Newcastle. So potentially we can go third today. We'll be sitting essentially. Almost 10 points behind Man City, and Arsenal flying away in the league. Now, what we do have to remember about today's match is that it's at Everton's ground. Right, Everton's Goodison Park. I thought it was Goodison Park. And it's going to be a difficult game. Number one, they've got the momentum with them. Coming after the international break, not many teams know what they're about to do after yesterday's match. We saw yesterday's fixtures. We saw a great game between Newcastle and Man United, 2-0 for Newcastle. And, you would think Man United could definitely put up a fight, but they didn't really put up a fight for them. Now, yeah. So looking forward to the game. We can start. We'll wait for Gareth to join, but we can start with a couple. Wait here. With a couple of the topics that I want to talk about, and that's number one. Let's just go head to head and talk about the head to head, how each team will perform versus. Yeah, how each team have been performing lately. Sorry, let's first do teams form, and we'll bring in Gareth when he joins us to talk about more about head to head. So the teams form, each team is like this. So Everton's home record so far is 5 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses. So you can see that home has not been great. But in relation to their away record, it's been 1 win, 6 draws, and 7 losses. So you can see as well, their away record is really really poor. And they're currently sitting in the league. They're sitting 18th in relegation zone. If they do beat Tottenham today, they will go 13th, which is pretty impressive. And here we go. We got Gareth. Let's invite Gareth to the stream. Oh, hang on. Yes, Gareth. How are you?
Yeah, what are you saying? You cool, yeah?
All good. Yeah, you're much more positive today from the last time I spoke to you.
I
After the
don't
game.
know about that, Josh. I don't know about that, mate. Listen,
Is that
a
fresh
lot
drink?
of the times, a few weeks, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been posting a few bits and bobs, yeah, but I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna go there. Like the thing is, Spurs in general is
Yeah.
pissing me right off. Do you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
but
It
good
is
to
what
be
it
here.
is.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Yeah, no, all good, all good, all good. So look, we're talking about the team's forms right now,
Yep.
and I'll say this again, so just so I don't know if you heard, but Everton's home record so far this season is 5 wins, 2 draws, and 7 losses, and Everton's away record this season is 1 win, 6 draws, and 7 losses. And just to make this clear, we are playing Goodison Park, so their home record is much better than their away record, but still pretty shocking. Um, Do you think? Yeah, what can Everton really put up? Can Everton put up a fight today? Will they put up a fight?
Yeah, I mean potentially. The thing is, like, obviously, I'll be massively disappointed if Spurs don't come away with a win. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
I think everyone
w-
will.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we need to win these sort of matches. Yeah, Everton's a massive club, but the way they've been performing hasn't been great. We all know this, but neither have Spurs. Yeah, people go, oh, but we fifth then, blah blah blah. But it's not good enough. We need
Yeah.
a win tonight. When you come against Southampton, you can't be 3-1 up and draw 3-3. That's just fucking not good enough, is it?
100%, 100%. I don't think it's good enough for us. I don't think it's not that. That's the reason why Conte was essentially sacked. He lost his mind after that game. And deservedly he lost his mind. I mean, let's just now talk about Tottenham's record so far. It's 10 wins, 0 draws and 4 losses. At home, and away is 5 wins, 4 draws and 5 losses. So they've got more losses away from home. And we are playing Goodson Park, so the record away from home is not good this season. Do you think Tottenham can get the win? We're talking about players like Harry Kane needs to show up, Son has to show up, and Richarlison's out. Will Kulusevski will probably start. Do you think Tottenham
I
can
mean,
beat Everton today?
the thing is, it's not a question can we get the win. We have to get the win. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like obviously you got Newcastle beating United, leapfrogged us. They got a few games in hand and that. But I mean, when you're playing against Everton, obviously all due respect, but Everton in the bottom five or whatever they are, if you want to
yeah,
push for their top four, you've got to beat them.
yeah.
There's none of this drawing or let's see how it goes. You've got to beat them. And my predictions were, I reckon, Goodison Park. It's a tough place to go, but I'm going 2-1, 2-1
2-1 to,
Spurs.
to Spurs. That's solid. I think that's most of what people are gonna say 2-1 to Spurs. I don't think anyone's that confident in terms of the Spurs can actually perform, especially now it's first game after the break and also new management changings. I just wanted to put this into relation. How many goals has Kane on this season? I mean, what Harry Kane is on. Sorry, I should have come more prepared. This season he's on 21 21 goals in the Premier League. Just to put it into relation, um, Everton have scored only 22 goals this season in the Premier League. I mean, we're talking about a team that can't score goals, cannot score goals, and they're playing against a team that just concede goals.
I was
Um,
gonna say they can't score goals, but Spurs can't keep clean sheet. They can't defend.
yeah.
We
Do you think
can't
they'll
defend.
defend? Do you think they'll keep a clean sheet versus you know um Everton with Damari Gray with Decoy now scored the last goal. With Godfrey's all them lot who Coleman who can score headers. Will they
I
be able
mean,
to score?
we've got an advantage. Obviously, Calvert Lewin's out. I believe he's still
Yeah.
injured, or he's just coming back, or something like
No,
that.
Calvin Lewin's out. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's out. I mean, I don't know who do they have up front.
Damari Gray.
Demore Gray, considering he's not an out and out striker, really, is he?
Yeah. No.
Um,
Yeah.
he's normally plays off the wing, but
Exactly.
uh, I mean, Everton, I'll be absolutely gutted and I'll be fuming. I'll be off my tits
Yeah.
if we don't get a win tonight.
Yeah.
Genuinely, if we don't get a win tonight, like that's our top four hopes gone because we're already a few games behind.
This
Um,
defines our season, doesn't it? If we win or if we, it's a make or break, basically, in my opinion.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I, I don't think if we lose 3 points today, or even if we lose if we don't get 3 points, yeah, then we are gonna be we're gonna be 10 points behind United, including their game in hand. Say they do win their game in hand, we'll be around 10 points behind them. Well, no, 7 points behind them. I want to talk about 7 points behind them and Newcastle, and we're finished. We can't get top four. So I think if we don't win today, we are out of the top four. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, yeah. Anything you want to add on for that? I mean, the
No, it's
final
just
season.
I'll probably speak for a lot of Spurs supporters, and
Yeah,
I'm slowly but surely losing all eagerness, all excitement for this shit.
yeah,
Like, I mean, it's literally we're playing tonight. I like back in the day, I used to be buzzing. I used to always buzz for when it comes to match day. Match day is the one,
of
yeah.
course.
And as bad as it sounds, like, of course I'll watch it. Of course I'll support the boys, but
Yeah,
I just can't be bothered, man. It's
yeah,
just shit. I
yeah,
mean, the thing is, the amount of times you'll watch it, they'll play like absolute dog shit, and we'll end up losing 1-0.
yeah.
And you go,
Yeah.
why the fuck did I even watch that? And it happens so much. I mean, we got loads of boys that are injured. We got a squad that's in massive divide, obviously, with regards to Conte going. So we got Stellini coming in. Yes, Stellini, I mean, for the meantime, is good. You got Mason, yeah, brilliant. But, I mean, where is this club going?
There's
Long
no
term,
direction.
where are we going?
There is no direction right now. I mean, the way I see it is that Daniel Levy's just trying to keep his place at Tottenham Hotspur. And I've said this a couple of times that if the Tottenham fans don't do anything, I'm saying if the people who want Levy to leave, if they don't do anything to like Arsenal sorry, I want to talk about Arsenal, like United, when they wanted now they want the Glazers to go out, they're all out saying they want the Glazers out. Tottenham aren't doing anything. Tottenham fans aren't doing anything. They expect the Levy will just resign, just be like, yeah, well, I see that you don't want. They're not doing anything. If you want X to leave, you make sure he leaves no matter what happens. And I think at the end of the day, right now, I don't see where Tottenham Hotspur are going in terms of the future. If we sign flipping Potter, what are we doing? What are we? Is there a project? Or okay, if we sign De Zerbi, what is this a continuation of Antonio Conte? Right now, instead of stacking the whole Antonio Conte team, we've just we've just sacked Conte but kept Stinelli. So the style of play will still be there, yet the manager who actually can potentially maybe get something out of the players, which is Conte, because at the end of the day, Stinelli, he just helps Conte and advise him. It's not even at the club. So I think the direction we're going right now is absolutely atrocious, and Levy has to sort something out, and fast. So look, I think that's really it in terms of teams forms. Anything you want to add for this?
No, I completely agree. That's what I'm saying. When you got Stellini coming in, you got
Yeah,
Nagelsmann that we were linked to. Apparently, Nagelsmann loves Spurs during the Poch era, and he owned a shirt and fucking blah blah blah. And then news broke recently that his favourites to go Chelsea. He preferred to join Chelsea over Spurs. I
yeah,
mean, it just shows how much of a fucking state Spurs are actually in. I
yeah,
mean, the thing is, our primary targets, whoever we choose to go for, we never get them. And the thing is, like, we always settle for second, third best or whatever. Nagelsmann we wanted. We admired Nagelsmann, obviously, prior to Mourinho appointment before he went Munich, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we loved him. We wanted him and da, 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 da. Now he's come out of, obviously, he's got sacked. Tuchel's taken over Bayern.
yeah,
And then they go, oh, we love Nagelsmann. We want him to join. And now his favourites to join Chelsea, and he prefers to join Chelsea. It just shows how much of a shithole we actually in. The thing is, Levy, he pisses me right off, that
yeah,
bloke. I'm telling you. But the thing
yeah.
is, I bet you 100% Nagelsmann is our primary target, and I bet you we don't get him. 100%, I bet you.
Uh, uh, the thing is, not like nothing against you. You're saying as if you're surprised. I'm not surprised at all. How many times before when we wanted a manager or we wanted a player, we've been after him. For example, the most recent one is Adama Traore last season. We were onto him for about 2 3 months. Yeah, bang. Barcelona go in game. It's a simple stuff. Not again. Sorry, bad example because as in he's not someone I specifically wanted at Tottenham. But point matter is Tottenham have been doing this for over years and years and years. Where they say, oh yeah, we want this player, we want this manager, we want this, but they never actually get them over the line. Whether it's the football director's problem or whether it's the owner's problem, they never get the deal over the line. Yeah, you
You
know
say
what?
football director?
Yeah, well,
What fucking football director? Do you know what I mean?
exactly. I mean, what's Paratici? Yeah, he's out now, and they're saying as if they didn't know anything about it. I mean, as soon as Juventus knew about it, they kicked him out. They told him to leave. You know, that's how you're supposed to do. And Levy just gambles and gambles and gambles. And yes, it pays off sometimes because look at Kulusevski. Yeah, sure, it paid off with Kulusevski, and it paid off with Romero. Sure. I mean, not necessarily Romero, but Kulusevski and Bentancur because they were a reject, reject. But you know, now what's Levy gonna do? What is he gonna gamble on Tottenham's
But
potential 6 years future now?
according to sources, obviously Levy was warned numerous times with
Yeah,
regards to appointing Paratici due to obviously investigations of corruption,
exactly.
and he still took him on. Still took him on. And I mean,
Yeah,
you look at Juventus now; they're an absolute shit slide. I
yeah,
mean, they got deducted 15 points. Nedved and all them lot got suspended, and obviously
yeah,
Paratici at the time got suspended from Italian football, which has now been extended worldwide by FIFA.
yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
it's a complete
surely
mess.
as a chairman, you know about this, innit?
Yeah, hundred
You gotta
percent,
know about this. You can't just go, oh yeah, well we'll see what happens. I mean, you're paying a lot of money to get this bloke. He's supposed to be running your club for you. You practically the right hand man when it comes to the chairman.
yeah,
Why would you take that sort of risk? I don't get
hundred
it.
percent, 100% agree with you. It's something that I mean, wait, we can agree that Daniel Levy has brought us to a better stage. I think that Daniel Levy has definitely improved us in terms of the team. But I think it goes into a certain extent. Okay, you know what? That's it. You've done your job. It's like for example Pochettino. I think Pochettino should not have stayed. I think he should have left, and he did leave very very well. And I think now maybe potentially should come back. But I think that was important for him to leave on that high and yeah, maybe the 6 months everyone do remember, the terrible results that we got under Pochettino. But leaving on the high is what was needed. Now Poch is taking a break. He did go to PSG. He's linked with Real Madrid, but apparently he declined an offer from Tottenham. So the point is that you leave on the high. You don't. What's the saying? You stay until you see yourself as a villain or something like that. I mean, Daniel Levy now. You know what? It is what it is. At some point he needs to step down, and whether or not we as
Fucking
fans,
sooner rather than later.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Whether we convince him or not, he will realize it soon. Now, look, let's talk about more Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Let's go to head, versus Everton. Now, Tottenham Hotspur at the Tottenham Stadium, we have won. Everton have won twice, and Tottenham Hotspur have won 10 times. The other four is a draw. At Everton, they won 6 games, and Tottenham Hotspur won 13, drew 12 times. I mean, a bit more stats just so we know more about it. Tottenham Hotspur in general have won more games than Everton. Thank God because that was what we'd all expect. Now, Gareth, name me some key players that you'd want to see at during the game. Some players we need to watch out for. Some players that Tottenham need to watch out for. Some players Everton need to watch out for. Have you got on your mind a couple? We can start with Tottenham if you like.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all know during the season we battle to get shots on target.
Yeah,
We have shots, but they're not very good.
yeah,
Um, and obviously, we're going to be coming across Pickford, which he's been linked to Spurs previously. Not one I'd go for, but he's been linked. Um, he's one we have to watch for. We need to be clinical in front of goal. Sonny and Kane need to be on form.
yeah,
Um, and then it's it's a difficult one because when you look at Everton, I mean, they're a massive club. I mean, they can get the results when they need. Well, I say when they need. They've been absolute dog shit, but
yeah.
Spurs being Spurs, I'd we need to be clinical in front of goal. So when you got obviously who you got your centres? You got Keane. Who else have you got
You got I'll
for
bring it up
Everton?
now. You got
Oh,
Anana, you got Gay, you got Decoure. Here, I'll bring up the picture if you want. This is their latest lineup that they played versus what's their faces against here we go, against Chelsea. If you share the screen, let's see if I can share the screen. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. We can get up here. We can get it up here. They got Decoure, they got cancel. Who else? Well, Decoure is the main one who's just recently scored a goal that we need to be careful of.
I mean, back in the day, obviously ex-Watford boy. I do
Yeah,
remember like Spurs back in the day were linked with Decore. Yeah,
sorry,
he's
mate. I'm just
good.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
you got Gray.
yeah, yeah. He's apparently good. Tottenham are also linked with him apparently. I mean, a lot of people would like him, but okay, sorry, I can't get up right
You
now.
can't you can't get Gray. I mean, it just shows you. I mean, if you're getting Damari Gray from Everton,
Yeah.
is going down. It
It just
just
shows the level that we're on.
yeah, it just really blows my mind, and I want to pick out my own eyeballs.
Yeah.
Um, if anything, if people are gonna go
Here
down,
we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Here, I'll just share the screen right now. Sorry, here we go. We can see here.
right,
Let me
let's
just get
go.
a bit
Who
of
we
it.
got there? So Damari Gray up front.
Yeah,
You got
Damari Gray. You got
McNeil.
Onana,
Dwight
Gay,
McNeil's
McNeil.
decent.
Yeah,
He
he's not
won't
bad.
be
Yeah,
absolute Arsenal rejects.
yeah,
Onana, Gay, Decore. I mean, you got Tarkowski, which I think is a decent player. I genuinely think. You got Michael Keane.
yeah.
You got Coleman, Godfrey. Godfrey.
I think what's important to look at is more the central area in this team because that's the place where they will attack us more. And I think Decoure, Gay, and Onana are probably the three that I will probably watch out for. You know, it will be very hard to beat all three of them. I'm hoping with the likes of Hoiberg and potentially Harry Kane dropping deeper can break that. But I mean, who are you looking out for here in this team?
Yeah, Josh, what you said with regards to dropping deep, I do believe. Obviously, you got the old boy from Burnley,
Yeah,
and I can't think of his name for some reason.
who from Burnley? What
The
position?
manager,
Oh, Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
he's known for Burnley. He's been there for time, and he's always
yeah,
grinded out a result. So I don't think they would play very attacking. Looking at
yeah.
that anyway, I think they'll drop deep. But with regards to the players I've been looking at is obviously Decore.
100%.
Onana, I mean, Onana's been fairly
Onana's one
good this
also, yeah.
season.
Onana will also
Um,
give us a lot of trouble. You gotta remember, Onana's a top player. He's very young. I think he's very young. But I think Demario on the counter attack is also someone you need to watch out. And ex Arsenal player Iwobi is also a player we need to watch out for. Yeah, that's mainly it. I mean, from who I'm thinking of, we need to watch out for. I think from Tottenham, I think it's the most obvious ones. I think we're both gonna say the same ones. I'm saying Kane and this is a bit of a shocking one because I never say him in a player we need to watch out for recently, but I think Human Son we need to watch out for, especially because against Everton I feel like he can get a goal. I've been saying this for time, week after week, match after match. I've been saying Son he can get a goal, but honestly, I do think today can be a day he can get a goal. Um, and obviously Harry Kane, no need for explanation. I think we all know why he's in my opinion, the best complete striker in the world. Um,
Tonight
yeah, yeah,
is a game. It's There's no debate. You get
yeah,
me? There's no fucking debate. We win or we win. That's it.
exactly.
It's none of this draw bollocks or we'll lose because I'll lose my absolute dog shit. Because w- we cannot get drop points against Everton tonight.
Yeah.
We cannot afford it. And Stellini, though, I won't lie to you. I feel more confident having Stellini on board as a head coach than what I would have Mason.
Why?
I mean, Stellini, at the end of the day, he's obviously learnt under Conte. He's got a blinding record, realistically, in it. He's won
Yeah.
against Chelsea. He's won against City. I think he's a good manager. Obviously, intermediate or whatever you want to call it,
Intermediate. Yeah.
temporary. Um, I haven't got much confidence in Mason,
Okay.
and yeah,
Have you
like
have you have you have you heard about about Stinley's match fixing in his previous clubs? Apparently, he was accusing match fixing, and had to be suspended. That's the, I mean,
is he
Tottenham
best mates
winning
with
on.
Ivan Tony by any chance?
Whoa.
Is he best mates with
Ah,
Ivan Tony by any chance? Yeah.
I mean, look, at this
Uh,
day, no. On serious note, these days you never know what players can do. I mean, you're going from from players, even managers who get so much money. They do whatever they want. And have you heard the whole Barcelona news now? With the 9 million to the referees, apparently Barcelona paid 9 million from 2001, I think, to 2018. They paid 9 million to the referees head of referee something, and they just found out now, and it's mental. It's mental. I mean, look at the team Barcelona have. Imagine if Tottenham did it. They still wouldn't have won a trophy, but
yeah,
imagine.
we paid the money and still lost 1-0.
Yeah. uh, Absolutely pathetic. If we do win, we go third. Yep, that's very, very true. All right. So these are a couple of players that I had for to watch out for is Damari Gray, obviously, and Decoy. Now let's do a little bit about some injuries. Andros Townsend, ex Tottenham player. Anything you want to say about him? You probably know much more about him
I
than
know
I
him
do.
personally.
Yeah.
I know Andrew Townsend,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So my partner, long story short, her brother played with Andros Townsend,
That's it.
and he, the thing at the time, they had a scout in when Spurs were there, Spurs scout, and
Yeah.
he had an absolute blinder.
Yeah.
And at the
Sorry,
time, it was
I'm looking here because the screen is there. But yeah.
yeah, Andros
Yeah.
Townsend. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. He's a bog standard player. He had an absolute blinder when he went to Spurs.
Yeah.
That's why he got picked up from Spurs. He was shite. Andros Transit, I mean, at the end of the day, he played for Expert or he was Spurs or whatever like that. But let's be honest, he would not make the top 11 right now, is he?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean,
He's shit.
yeah. But he'll definitely be ahead of Mora. Definitely be ahead of Mora right now in terms of substitutions. I mean, you might say not, but I mean, with Antonio Conte, let's say if he was still the manager, or Stinelli, he probably would keep Andros Townsend still as a
I mean,
substitution.
Andros Townsend, I mean, if you're talking about Mora, I mean, Mora, the energy he obviously gives, like you can't forget, like he scored a hat trick in the semi final, the best
Yeah,
fucking game I've ever witnessed in my life.
I agree. Yep,
Um, but yeah, it's just, Andrew Townsend. I wouldn't worry too much about him. Who
yep.
else we got?
Well, he's out for an ACL, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin's also out
He's not
hamstring.
even playing.
No. He's out. He's out with an ACL. I said I'm doing the injuries right now.
Oh, sorry, my
All good.
mistake.
Emerson's out with a knee injury. Davis with a thigh injury.
Yeah,
Eves Basuma with an ankle injury. Senyon with a thigh injury, and Bentancur with a knee injury.
yeah.
Richarlison's also out with an injury. Still not too sure what he's out with. But look, guys. Number one, before we continue with it, make sure you all, everyone who's watching, even after the live stream, make sure you follow Spurs News N17 on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, make sure you do all the bits and bobs. Now, guys, if you do want to join the live stream, I'll send the live stream, um, link here. So if you guys do want to join, you can join. Now, look, Gareth, what are some key moments and key stuff you want to see from Tottenham today? Do you want to see some more some other players coming in instead of the the regulars, more are coming in, and even flipping. You know the regulars that I'm talking about that Antonio Conte usually use at the 78th minute, 80th minute when he puts in Pepe Matarsa. Like, do you want to see something new from Tottenham? Saying like knowing that there's a new manager coming in, well,
Yeah,
it's
you
Christian
know.
Stanley new in. Anything new you want to see?
I mean, when you're looking at Conte, Conte's gone. Let's fucking
Yeah,
forget about that. Yeah, he ain't coming back.
yeah,
But when it comes to players, obviously, I would start the same. Whether Stellini actually changes his formation or not, it's
yeah,
up to him. But what I'm saying is, let's start hard. Let's start from the first minute. Fuck the 45th minute. We
yeah,
start from the first. We give it a good go, and then we need to do it. If we lose or draw against Everton, I'll be absolutely fuming. I
yeah,
don't see why we
yeah.
need to do that.
Dimitris, I'll bring you in this conversation. Number one, how are you doing? Hope all is well. Um, what do you want to see new from Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton? We're talking about a team where they're 18th in the league. We should have beaten 20th in the league, but we didn't. We're playing at 18th in the league. Maybe. I mean, I know we're not at this opportunity, and we don't have the chance to experiment stuff because we're not so far, clean on top four right now. But do you want to see anything new from Tottenham Hotspur coming into Everton? Potentially instead of Skippy starting, maybe Sarr starting, or maybe instead of Kulusevski starting, you put in, I don't know, Mora starting. What's something new you want to see?
Well, to be honest, well, we know Lloris is back, so
Yeah,
hopefully he'll be playing because we definitely need a proper goalkeeper. Because
yeah,
Fran Foster, I don't know why we even got him from Southampton because he can't even save any goals like goals. Like the game against Southampton, we were 2-0 up and we threw it away with a 3-3 draw.
yeah,
I mean, that one was a disgrace because if we won that game, we would have been first with 50 with 51 points. But
yeah.
but to be honest, I don't know because I know we've got Stellini who's going to be managing the team, but I don't know who he's going to play.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna go in a bit of a in a disagreement with you by the Fraser Forster thing. I think in my opinion I think he's a great transition guy. Because unfortunately we do need to get rid of Hugo Lloris. And Gareth, I'm gonna bring you in this question in a second. But I think we need to go low in order to do the transition, because if you think about it, with flipping Real Madrid, we take the best team in the world in my opinion, Real Madrid. Yeah, we see how they switch between Marcelo and Mendy. I'm not too sure how much you follow La Liga, both of you, but the switch between Marcelo and Mendy was phenomenal. I have never seen a switch like that so clean in my life. We're talking about an unbelievable left back to a bang average left back Mendy with a fantastic switch. Has Spurs TV says I'd rather keep Forster in. Loris should be on the bench. I agree with you 100%. I think Fraser Forster to Spurs was a great move for one reason only. He was supposed to be second option, and that's what he was supposed to be, and I think he should be. But right now, with Hugo Lloris out, still not 100% in, we're fighting for top four. Fraser Forster can make that transition, and if we keep Hugo Lloris on the bench, Fraser Forster can make that transition and be, the goalkeeper we have right now. He's not bad. He's not bad. You can't say he's bad because he hasn't made that many mistakes. Maybe two or three mistakes he's made. Yeah, one after the other. Like I'm saying, game after game. But maybe 3 games in a row he's made a mistake. That's all. We're talking about a keeper who's very, 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 very average. If we now bring in a keeper any better than Fraser Forster, that would be a great transition for Hugo Lloris and the better goalkeeper. I think Fraser Forster will become our second option goalkeeper next season when we do get a better goalkeeper. And I think even if we bring in an okay keeper, like I'm talking a very bang average keeper, like I don't know, Jose Sarr, he's bang average, or even Pickford, he's bang average. They're better than Fraser Forster for sure. And unfortunately, whether you think he's better than Hugo Lloris or you think he's not better than Hugo Lloris, right now there needs to be a transition, and I'd rather have a transition between Hugo Lloris and Fraser Forster than Pickford than then have this transition of, Hugo Reese out, get him out of the squad completely, and then straight to the unbelievable keeper. I think that would be impossible for Tottenham to do. Obviously, I'd like that to happen, but I think it's impossible to do. Gareth, do you think this Fraser Forster signing it was a good signing? Do you think Forster should keep his place in the starting 11, or do you think Laurie should be banged straight back onto the starting 11 versus Everton tonight?
I think Forster was a decent signing,
Yeah,
but the problem is, come January, they were linked with improving Lloris prior to his injury.
yeah,
That's where we fucked up. Is we should have got someone in who was a first team goalkeeper prior to Lloris getting injured.
yeah,
They was obviously looking at it. Forster is all right,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, but I mean, they could have done it, but they
yeah,
chose not to do it because they wanted to hold out for the summer. And then Loris obviously picked up the injury. Forster's then come in. He's been all right. I mean, a lot of people have slated me for my criticism towards him. He's had a few good games, but then there were some dodgy saves. But with that being said, as well, Loris coming in, I wouldn't
yeah,
take Loris.
for
Um,
sure.
the reason why I say Loris has been absolutely awful this season.
Yeah,
Back in the day, I think, or probably still now, um, any player with regards to individual errors leading to a goal, he leads the charts. So,
yeah,
I mean, I think it's about 4 or 5 errors leading to a goal. You don't want that. I mean,
yeah,
considering he's one of the most error-prone players coming in, he's just come out of injury. Why would you start him over Fraser Forster?
yeah.
So,
Demetrius, sorry, Gav. Yeah, go on, continue.
was that?
Gav, were you saying something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no. So yeah, definitely Fraser Forster over Loris any day.
yeah,
Even though he's back in, I mean, Loris is not the player we once knew.
yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Demetrius, sorry, is it me maybe that you guys can't hear?
No, I can hear you lot.
Yeah. All right. Good. Demetrius. So coming to this game, any changes you want to see except for Laurie Sin, like you said. Any other changes you want to see potentially?
Do you know what? It's like a gaffer said. With Hugo Lloris, he should be on the bench because he just come back from injury,
Yeah.
and uh, and just keep Foster on the pitch, because we don't want to play Lloris straight away, because if we play him in this game against Everton, then we might not even know might even happen. He might even get injured. Say like say, say like we start him against Everton tonight, he might even get injured again in the second half.
Yeah.
So uh, any changes, to be honest? Um, I don't really know, to be honest, that much, because we don't really know what
We started
know,
cutting off there. Yeah.
because we don't really know who Stellini is going to actually play on the pitch.
Yeah. Fair,
So
fair,
it
fair,
depends.
fair enough. Yeah.
So it depends on the lineup, because I haven't seen the lineup yet until it comes out. But to be honest, I would rather play Mora
Okay.
uh, instead of Kulizeski, because because to be honest, I haven't seen Mora play that much games than
Yeah.
Kulizeski. Because Kulizeski has played more games than Lucas Mora.
Mhm.
Because Lucas Mora, I don't know, because I don't know what happened to him, because he's been playing Premier League. I haven't seen him on the bench or anything. So
Yeah.
and we didn't know if he was injured or not. So
Look, I'm gonna go with something that I've been saying this for time, and I want. I know we're not in the moment where we can do this, but I really want to see a formation change. I'm desperate to see some sort
Yeah,
of formation change. With our wing backs like this right now, it doesn't allow us to change the formation. But I feel like if we go and potentially put Kulusevski as striker today, drop Son, because unfortunately, it is what it is. We have to drop Son, even though I did say he's a key person to watch out for. I think Son needs to be dropped at some point.
to,
Yeah, Demetrius, you want to add on? You want to add on something?
to be honest, with the view on Sun, I
Yeah,
think of what you were saying just as well. I think we should drop him on the bench as well, because to be honest, we've got Dan Juma as well, and we haven't seen Dan Juma play yet in the Premier League for us. But the only time that we've seen him play is in the F Cup. That's when we played against Preston,
yeah,
and that's when he scored the game.
yeah,
But to be honest, I will. But to be honest with you, Josh, I will actually like to see Dan Juma play,
yeah. Fair
because I
enough.
do
Fair
want the
enough. Yeah,
formation to change. Because the formation that we keep on playing is a 3-4-2-1.
right.
Like it's with three at the back, four in the middle, two up top, like
Yeah,
two
yeah,
like in the other middle, and then it's just Hakim by and then it's just Harry Kane by himself.
yeah. Look, fair enough. I think formation change is what a lot of people want. Gareth, I'm gonna bring you on. Well, you maybe speaking. Um, you right? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm
Yeah.
doing a bit of
All good, all good, all good.
parenting.
If you need to jump
My
off, it's
boy's
all
telling
good.
me about Minecraft and all that, but yeah, sorry,
Ah,
Demetrius. Yeah, no, I do apologize, brother. I was
don't worry, all
listening.
good, all good.
Um,
Yeah, you want to add anything?
uh, sorry, mate. I got the missus
It's all
on
good, it's all good,
It's
me.
the
I got the kids on me.
it's all good. If you need to
Listen, when
leave,
you
it's
got
all
formation.
good.
three kids and your missus, it's just about like absolute nightmare.
It's all good, it's all
Demetrius,
good.
I do
Yeah,
apologize, brother.
we'll talk
Look,
Um,
about the formation.
Josh, go
yeah.
on. Sorry, what was the?
No, so the main question is that we're coming on against Everton. It's a team where we can put out a different team potentially. But look, I think we'll round it up at 42 minutes because everyone's got their own things to do, and lineups are coming out in half an hour, and I've got to do the edit for Spurs Live. So guys, allow it.
Come on, you
But
Spurs.
um, but let's get some school predictions in the doors. And Dimitris, we'll start with you. School predictions. Who's scoring? School prediction. Goodison Park. Can Tottenham win?
To be honest, I know Everton are 18th in the league and we're sitting fifth for
Yeah.
now. But to be honest, our OC Harry Kane have a shot. So Harry Kane will score. No,
Love
do you know
that.
what? I'm gonna go for Kane double and then probably Son to make it three. So I'm gonna
Fair
probably
enough.
go for a 3-0 win or a 4-0 win.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Gareth, what about you?
2-1.
Who's scoring?
You gotta go Harry, innit? I'll go Harry with one, and I'll go Kulu with a second.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
And
I'm
then
gonna
the
go.
other
Yeah.
Everton,
Oh
who
yeah, yeah.
fucking cares?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
you
enough. Fair
know.
enough. I mean,
As long as we win, that's all that matters.
We
exactly,
need to win.
exactly, exactly.
We're
I'm
gonna
I'm
beat
going.
Everton
I'm
to
going with a
keep
solid
top
3
four.
0 I'm going
You're
big.
going 2
3
0,
0
yeah?
Nah, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, guys. Come on.
3-0.
Come on, 3-0.
Jeez. All right.
You gotta put up some positivity in this.
Yeah, well, at Goodison,
At
considering we lost,
Goodison.
I say that though. Obviously, the thing is, we lost our manager the first game
Yeah,
back. So you
that's
lose
true.
manager, you know you're going to win, ain't you?
I'm going with this prediction based on just absolutely nothing. No stats, no nothing. At the end of the day, if I was going to go based on stats, I would probably say 1-0 to Spurs, just simply because of one reason. A couple reasons. One, new manager. Second, Chelsea versus Everton have just come back off a draw versus Chelsea 2-2. So that's what it should be, 1-0 or even 2-1 like you guys say. But
Yeah,
no, I'm going
but they've
3-0
got
bold,
short.
bold.
And they've got Sean Dyche as well, so
Yeah, true. But this is what I heard. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for another 2 minutes just to speak about one more thing. Or last point where if any of you guys want to put up your debate, more than welcome.
yeah.
Everyone's talking about, and I listened to the Irish Hotspur just now. Everyone's talking about Sean Dyche as if he plays fantastic football and all that, and Dyche football is back and blah 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 and blah blah blah. You know, is it really a big thing? Dyche football's back. We're talking about an Everton team who's struggling. I mean, it's nothing mental. I mean, if Dyche is appointed as Tottenham Hotspur manager, no one will be like, "Oh, look at this, we can get some Sean Dyche football back. Let's go." This guy's used to taking teams that are fighting for relegation and just keeping them up for another season or two. Burnley, he did that for Burnley. Now he's doing it for Everton. It is what it is. And yeah, I mean, I think Dutch football is okay. I mean, it's amazing for relegation teams, but it's not fantastic. I genuinely think we can get something out of this. Dimitris, Gareth, someone want to add on something?
Like, to be honest, like with Sean Dyche, like with Burnley, he's been with Burnley since 2012. So
yeah.
So and even though Burnley did get knocked out of the Premier League, but
yeah.
But look at Burnley now. They've got Vincent Company, and they're smashing out every single game because they're first on the Championship. And to be honest, I can literally see them coming back in the Premier League.
Fair enough.
But I know it's Vincent Company though.
Yeah.
I know it's Man City's ex right back, but
centre back, yeah.
Yeah, centre back. But to be honest, it's Sean Dyche. He's come back in the Premier League, but and he's still at the bottom. Everton. To be honest, he came back, won his first game, drew with Chelsea, and to be honest, it's just a Sean Dyche.
Yeah.
I mean, look.
I think Dyche football is okay. It's not amazing. I mean, Gareth, Dyche football. What are your thoughts on this? What everyone's been talking about for God knows how long. About Dyche football.
I mean, at the end of the day, what you got to realise, Sean Dyche is like a Sam Allardyce. He comes in, he produces the points. He don't get the wins, but he gets the 1 point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he's going to sit deep. He's going to get the point potentially. I fucking hope not, but that's what he's there to do.
Yeah.
He's there to get the odd point that keeps the team up to continue the season next season in the Premier League. And that's why he was appointed. He's not appointed so he can go into Champions League. Tonight it's going to be a massive game for Everton, and obviously us as Spurs for top 4 hopes. Again, if we lose, I am going to be slapping myself. I'm going to be picking out all my eyeballs.
Coming on here if we lose. If we lose,
mate, I mean, the thing is, though, with Spurs, obviously we got Richarlison out. I get that, but Richarlison been shit anyway. I mean, £60 million, he still ain't scored in the Prem. He got 2 goals in Europe. Wow. Yeah. So, I mean, starting up, obviously got Son. Son's been dog shit as well. Kane's on fire. Kulusevski seems to have found his form. He's coming back slowly but surely. Obviously, he hasn't been great. Not the Kulu we know, but it's a lot better. Obviously, we're missing out Bentancur. Massive miss. I would like to see Sarr start over Skip tonight. Højbjerg in the middle. Foster at the back. And then obviously you got Davies, who's out with a hamstring injury. So obviously Longley is going to be starting on the left. Dyer can't stand the bloke, absolute dog shit. And then you got Romero, the absolute deck chair, mate. Folds you like a deck chair, he does. Honestly, I will not have a good night if we get anything but a win tonight.
I agree. Couldn't agree more.
We need this win because if Spurs want to stay in the top half, in the top four, we're going to need this win. It's just like you said, Gaffer. Dyer, yeah, Dyer needs to go.
Look. We can slant. We can swear at these players all day. We can say how rubbish they are. We can say all these stuff about these players. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who are defining if we get 3 points or not. At the end of the day, and
we need this. We need to win tonight.
Yeah, look. Right now, I'm gonna be so serious with you. Right now, I would rather have Dyer in the team than have Tanganga. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. It is what it is. Who you get switch Dyer with? Who you get switch Dyer with? What, a flipping youth player under 15s? Really? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Daniel Levy does that, but whatever. We can't do that right now. We got Dyer as a centre backs. We're playing 3 centre backs. It is what it is. I'd rather play 2 centre backs with Dyer out and Romero and Lenglet in there. But I mean, we're not even going to talk about Lenglet news because I think that's the most pathetic news ever. But whatever. Look, we're going to end the stream here. Gareth, thanks so much for joining. Quickly, who and where, I think everyone knows where to find you, but I will put the link through your Instagram down below in the channel. But a quick, what can we expect from your Instagram for the next week?
Right, listen, everybody, if you want to see all my in-depth analysis with regards to Spurs, all my rants, everything like that, find me on Instagram, Spurs News 17. If don't miss out, because if you do, you'll regret it, because I'm fuming. Currently, with regards to all transfer news and all of that, updates, Spurs Live, he's the man. Still all this shit from him. But with that being said, find me in Spurs News 17. Let's go, COYS. Come on.
Brilliant. Dimitris, where can everyone find you?
Instagram as well.
Instagram. Yeah. Have you got Instagram? Message me after. Yeah. I'll put it in the link down below. But guys, thanks so much for joining. Best of luck for today, whether you guys enjoy the game or not. We'll be back here. If you guys do want to join the live stream afterwards, you're more than welcome. Dimitris, Gareth, thanks, mates.
Thank you.
Bye. Oh, sorry, I just cut Gareth off online. But look, guys, I'm gonna say a few last words to end this. Here's Gareth by the channel. To end this live stream, I'm just gonna say, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. We are like 50 away or something like that. 40 away. So please, guys, smash that subscribe button. Let's get to 960. At least 960, guys. Come on, we deserve it. Spurs Live deserves it at the end of the day. And if you guys do want some new, some like live transfer updates, all news, Tottenham Hotspur content all over social media, make sure you follow TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Spurs.live. And come on, you Spurs. Peace. Wait for it.